how are you today? I hope you're doing fine. Today is a very special video because today I'm gonna to reveal a very important secret of my marriage. To start this video, I would like to say that what happens to me is not common, so I think I'm kind of blessed, or maybe luck. So don't take my personal experience as true, because majority of the time it's not what happened. Today I'm gonna tell you how I met my parents-in-law. But for you to understand that first day, I must go back in few months before I land in Korea for the first time. So let's start from the beginning. When I met Jun, I was in Ireland and he also was in Ireland. And we, by accident, we met. Let's say it like this, because this is for another video, okay? How we met. So we met and we decided to keep going with this relationship. So I went back to Brazil, he stayed in Ireland, I was working, and I think about this long distance relationship, and it's not a cheap relationship, right? It's not cheap, because to be a relationship we need to meet. And how can I meet him? Either he goes to Brazil or I go to Ireland, and worse, I go to Korea. After 1 month in Brazil, Jun went to meet my family, and I went back with him to Ireland. Before I landed in Korea, I lived in Ireland, and only that time we started to have a real relationship. So I spent in Ireland kind of 3 months. I was studying English, improving my English, because what else could I do there, right? And he also was finishing his studies. After 3 months, we decided to go to Korea. Actually, when I went to Ireland at the second with him, I didn't expect to go to Korea, because I just want to see what this relationship would go. So I thought, okay, I will spend a little bit time with him in Ireland, and then I will see what I'm gonna do. But guys, I only could do this because I had a pocket money, so I decided to use that money for this life change. I really thought, this is what I had in my mind at the time, if I lose that opportunity, it will be the biggest regret I would make in my entire life. I had this feeling, and this kind of thought didn't let me sleep at night. And during the day I was, oh my gosh, what should I do? So for the first time, I knew I had to take a big decision in my life. Normally I'm not good at taking decisions, but this time I knew I should do something. So I decided, you know what? Let's go to Ireland. If some bad things happen, I can back to Brazil and restart my life again. So after 3 months, Jun said, well, Camila, why don't we go to Korea? Just visit Korea and see how it is. In his perspective, I wouldn't be able to understand him if I didn't understand his culture. So I said, okay, let's go to Korea and see how it goes. So before I go to Korea, I went back to Brazil again, and I organized everything I had to organize in Brazil. It means visa, clothes, bills, everything there, because I had a life in Brazil. I had my own apartment, I had cars, I had everything there. So I had to organize everything and then go to Korea. I know I had some feelings that I should buy something for his parents. I thought, I knew I wouldn't meet them, but would be interesting once Jun had visited my parents. I delivered to them some things from my country. So I bought some things for his dad, for his grandparents. I bought cookies, and for his mother I bought his mother at the time had a horse in Korea. But it wasn't in my mind to meet them. I just thought, once they knew Jun had met my parents in Brazil, I thought it would be interesting, once I come to Korea, just deliver them the presents, like June, here it is, you deliver to your parents when you meet your parents, like this. We agreed to meet in Korea. So he would go from Ireland to Korea, and I would go from Brazil to Korea. He went first, and I met him like 2 weeks later. I don't remember, this almost 6 years ago, I don't remember well. So when I landed in Korea, I arrived in the morning, like 6, 7 in the morning. He was there. I was extremely tired. It took 2 days from Brazil to arrive to Korea, and I need to change the airplane and waiting. And no, when I landed in Korea, I was already dying for a bed. We took bus from the airport to the bus station, because where he lives and his parents live is in the south, next to Busan, and we landed in Seoul. The bus station took 5 hours to arrive where we should go, and the place where we went at first isn't the place where he was living, because that time when I met him, actually he was living with his parents, but once he was bringing me, he took me to another place, not to his parents. Makes sense, right? I told him when I met him I didn't want to meet his parents. I was going just to know Korea, not to make any serious relationship, because I have met him just a couple of months ago, and it would be very weird, it would be weird to meet his parents. He agreed, so I went to a hotel. But guys, it wasn't what happened. When I landed in Korea, he was there waiting for me. He picked up my baggage. We went to the transfer. We went to the bus station. The bus station, we took a bus, 5 hours to arrive where we were supposed to arrive. From there, we had to take another bus, but this is as the city bus, to go to the hotel. And I only had time to take a shower because his parents was coming to meet me. How can I meet your parents? I didn't sleep in the past 2 days. I need to sleep. I need to take a rest. He said, no, he's coming. You know what you're gonna do? I will take you to the hair salon. You're gonna do your hair. While you do your hair, you sleep. And then put your best clothes. When you arrive here again from the hair salon, probably they would be here. To meet them, I had to choose the perfect clothes. In Korea, you can't show up in front of your parents-in-law wearing whatever you want. For example, mini skirt, never. Tight clothes, not good. I choose a dress that I used to work with, a social dress. Long skirt, covering the arms, and high heels. Yes, I use huge high heels. And my parents-in-law, they're small. And I had the gifts with me. Thank God I had the gifts, because show up in that meeting the first time you met your parents-in-law with empty hands is totally disrespect. So I went to hair salon, and there Jun explained to the hairdresser what was about to happen. He make waves in my hair and section my hair in a different way. His parents was in the lobby waiting for me and him. It was a totally surprise. It was very interesting that her challenge. No, but it was okay, no problem. I remember they took me to a sushi restaurant. It's like you have seen in the dramas when they open the door like this and there's a big table with a lot of food. And I remember when I tasted the first time the sushi, it was not good. Because I'm so used to Brazilian sushi, and Brazilian sushi, we have more rice and they are small. In Korea, it's a piece like this, and you need to put all piece inside your mouth. You can't just bite. You need to put all inside. So I didn't know, but majority of sushis, they have wasabi inside. I have never tasted wasabi in Brazil because I knew it was kind of pepper, something like that. So I have never tasted it. I have never eaten pepper in Brazil. I only started eating pepper here in Korea. So I didn't know the wasabi was in sushi. I remember this. I put that piece of sushi in my mouth, and then I just see tears coming out. I was... My father-in-law looked at me, he was shocked because nobody expected I would have that reaction eating wasabi with sushi, if it's just, you know, totally common food in Korea. And tears, and I couldn't breathe, because when I breathed, the air with wasabi pepper came from my nostril and burning my eyes. I couldn't split out because it's so unpolite. Nobody warned me. Neither Jun warned me about the wasabi situation. But in the end, everything worked out well. In the 3 months I spent in Ireland, I also studied Korea, so I knew a few words. Not the same words they were talking to me, because I learned Korea from Seoul and they were talking Saturi from Busan. It was like a 1 hour and 30 minutes visit, only that. And then I went to the hotel and I couldn't sleep. But I couldn't sleep that much, you know why? Because his parents had a schedule for an entire week to introduce me to his family, all members of his family. So I thought I was going to Korea to visit Korea and understand his culture and have a nice time, but in fact, I was being introduced as his girlfriend from another country. But you know guys, when I was here, I only could travel in Korea after visiting all single members from his family. Before that, no, I had to fulfill all the schedule. And guys, the worst part was, as I couldn't take a proper rest, I was all the time tired. But plus, the makeup I brought from Brazil, the reaction with the weather here, the humidity, made my eyes get tired and tired and tired. But I couldn't take the makeup from my face because it's disrespect to go to some place without makeup. That was what happened. That was how I met my parents-in-law. So this is the reason I told you, don't take my personal experience as a rule, because it's not a rule. We did well, I believe, because we got married. But how I got married, it's another crazy story. Yes, but it's for another video. Guys, tell me what you think about what happened to me and how I met my parents-in-law. I hope you enjoy this personal experience. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this type of content. And I hope to see you soon.